Hi there. In this video, I will show you how to use PeopleAdmin to verify teaching credentials and approve adjuncts to teach specific courses. Before beginning this process, you should prepare a copy of the credentialing requirements for your program. You'll need to compare each adjunct versus this list, so it will be a good idea to have this list handy. So let's get started. In order to get logged into PeopleAdmin, I'm going to start off here on the my.nl.edu portal login page here. I enter my username and my password, then I click Login. Here I click on the Faculty Staff tab, and then I scroll down just a bit, and in the Employee Services section here, I click PeopleAdmin. Here I enter my username and my password one more time. These are going to be the same username and password that you used to log into the portal. Then click Login. And that will land us on the PeopleAdmin homepage here. The first thing that you'll want to do when you reach this page is come up here to the top right hand corner and change your current group from whatever it is to Faculty Lead. So in order to do that, I just click on the drop down menu here and select Faculty Lead. And the interface should update. Now I hover my cursor over the ATEs tab here and I select Adjunct. Next, I hover my cursor over the Saved Searches menu here, and I select Internal Adjunct Postings. And now if you scroll down, you should see a list of the different positions which you'll be reviewing credentials for. In this case, I only have a demo account here, so I have one position. But we can see here that this one position has 4 separate applicants. So to continue, I click on the position title here. And that brings us to the Summary tab here. We can see that we're on the Summary tab right here. If we scroll down, we are able to review the position requirements. So you can scroll down here and just get a quick overview of the position. When you're done, scroll back up to the top here and select the Applicants tab. And now if you scroll down, you should see a list of the different applicants or adjuncts who have applied for this position. In this case, I have 4 here. So we have a little bit of information available to us. We have a first name, we have a last name, and we have the date that this adjunct submitted their information. And you'll notice that the first name of each candidate here is hyperlinked. So in order to review each specific candidate here, I simply click on their first name. Now I'm using a demo account, so my applicant's first name is Video and his last name is Candidate. So in order to review this candidate's information, I'm just going to click on the first name here. On this page here, you'll see all of the information that was submitted by this particular candidate. If we scroll down here, we can see all of the information that they entered on their form. So go ahead and review all of this information, compare it to the credentialing requirements document you have handy. And we'll scroll all the way down here. We'll reach the supplemental questions section. Again, compare all of the candidates' answers here versus the credentialing document. Continue scrolling down. And at the very bottom here, you're going to find the required documents and the optional documents, if any. So for example, here we have a curriculum vitae and a transcript. These are both PDF files, you'll notice. So if you click on the file name here, it should open in an additional tab. So we can just review the document here. And when we're done, we close this extra tab to return to this PeopleAdmin page here. One thing to note, if the document is a Word document instead, the Word document will download to your computer instead of opening in a new tab. So again, finish reviewing the document here, or all of the documents. Then when you're done, scroll back to the very top of the page. A quick trick is to click this little up arrow right over here in the bottom right hand corner. If everything looks good, hover your cursor over this red Take Action on Job Application menu here, and then click Interview. Move to Interview. Or if at this point you've determined that this candidate does not meet the requirements listed on your candidate credentialing form, go ahead and select the option right below it, Not Selected, Move to Not Selected. As soon as you click on that link, you'll see a pop-up window that asks you to choose between a number of different reasons as to why the candidate is not being approved. You select the appropriate reason, then you click the submit button. But let's go ahead and continue on through this process as if we are approving this candidate to teach. Then click submit. So since this person has already been hired, we won't make them do another interview. So basically, we're just going to skip this step. Again, hover your cursor over the Take Action on Job Application drop-down menu and click Finalist, Move to Finalist. Then click Submit. Now in the upper right here, click this Start Hiring Proposal button. And then click the blue Start Hiring Proposal button here. Now we'll need to scroll down on this page and take a look at this web form here. You'll notice that a lot of the candidate's information is already pre-filled for you, but there's some things we'll need to fill in here ourselves. So the first thing is the campus. Go ahead and select the appropriate home campus. Select the college. It's probably going to be NCE. And then we have the faculty lead box right here. If you see more names than your own in here, go ahead and click the X right next to them to cancel them out of here. Your name should be the only one in this faculty lead box here. Up next, we have the fund here. For all NCE adjuncts, the fund number will be 1002. So just remember that, 1002. Scroll down. Next up, we have the org number, and the org number will differ based on your program. You should be able to find out what your org number is from your budget head. I'm just going to go ahead and enter some zeros here. And then in the percent funded field, we're always going to enter 100. So remember that the fund here is always 1002, and the percent funded is always going to be 100. We'll continue on down the page here. The start date, you can just enter today's date. So today is March the 10th. So I'll just select the date there. The adjunct pay tier is going to be N/A, and the hourly rate is also going to be N/A. Now we have the final step. And this is a very important one. We're going to add the courses that this adjunct is approved to teach. So in order to do that, I'll click this blue Add Courses Approved to Teach button. And that gives me this section right here that didn't appear before, but now we have it. So the first thing we'll want to do is select a subject here. So we'll just select COM, for example. You'll notice here that there is an other box. So if we scroll down to the very bottom of this menu, we'll see that there is an other. So if you do select other, make sure that you tell us what the program is by entering the 3 letters here into this other box. And then in the corresponding courses, we just enter the number of the courses this adjunct is approved to teach. So let's say, this adjunct is approved to teach COM 101. I can just enter that there. I can also enter some additional numbers separated by commas. If this adjunct is approved to teach in other subjects as well, you can click this blue button again to spawn another section here. So you can see now we have room to enter a second subject. If you accidentally create too many of these sections, make sure to go ahead and check this Remove Entry box before continuing on. If I tried to continue on now without filling out these fields, I would receive an error message on the form. So if you have too many subjects in here, make sure to click the Remove Entry checkbox here, then click Save. So the document will save. We'll scroll back down to the bottom, and we'll see now that that additional empty subject is missing. So what I do now is click Next. So on this page here, you should see a green check mark right here. That lets you know that everything has been filled in correctly. If you see an orange exclamation mark or a red X, it means that something has been filled out incorrectly and you'll need to correct the mistake before moving on. If everything looks good here, hover your cursor over the red Take Action on Hiring Proposal, then select this option here under Review by School/Unit Director. Optionally, you can enter some comments here, then click Submit. And that completes the process for this particular adjunct here. We can return to the listing of the other adjuncts by clicking the adjunct link here in the breadcrumbs. And we can scroll down again. Remember to do the saved search. So save search, internal adjunct postings. And again, we'll see the list of the position titles that we saw earlier in this video. And so that wraps up this video on adjunct credentialing in PeopleAdmin. When you're done, remember to log out. In order to do that, just click the log out button at the very top right-hand corner of the page here. I hope this video was informative for you, and thank you for watching.